Ladies and gentlemen, Kim here. Welcome to the daily update. Hope you guys had a good day trading. Today, market is down about 0.5% there. On the S&P Nasdaq, 0.2%, semiconductor 0.4%, similar with Dow. Russell 2000 did get hit today, 1.2% negative. Transfer down a little bit, about 0.7%. Banks down, energy down about 1.5%. Biotech looks like the weakest link today with the 2.3% negative along with retail. We got healthcare, home builders, utilities. These guys are down about 1.3%. Emerging market is printing green. Only sector today with the green numbers. Bitcoin is up about 9% there. Gold, silver, miners. These guys are down. Dollar up. Oil flat. Treasury bond down. VIX is down a little bit. Let's do it. S&P 500 ETF. Spider. 65-minute chart here. So this is where we close on Friday, and it looks like we actually saw a gap down because we opened up or opened down right here. So there's that a little bit of that down gap that was opened up in the first 2 hours, and so you can see a little bit of fluctuations right underneath that down gap. However, the bulls did a good job of filling that down gap right away, right? You do not want to see any kind of down gap remaining at this point. And bulls got a lot of that momentum here working for them. Quickly fill that down gap on the 3rd hour. And once that down gap gets filled, you guys know that it's going to act as instant resistance. And that's kind of what happened here pretty much throughout the day. Bulls weren't able to get above that level once that down gap got filled, and they'll get that upper wicks here on that 5th hour and the 6th hour. So pretty much a consolidation type of day today. Bulls are going to argue that this is some kind of a bull flagging or pennant type of pattern. They might even say that this looks similar to maybe something like here, right? Before the continuation to the upside. It's difficult to say as of today unless you see a strong breakout to the upside, some sort of up gap, some sort of strong up move for the first 2 hours or something like that. Until we see that, I would have to say it could be 50-50. We could see a downturn because I think bears do want to retest that 408. That's the gap area right here that was opened up on Friday morning. Also keep in mind though, we got the micro-term moving average currently residing at 409 or so. That kind of a light, green moving average. All the moving averages are currently supporting the buyers. You can see the micro term, rising. We got the short term also rising. That midterm, it's slightly curling up here a little bit, but I would have to say that it's still kind of the neutral zone in the midterm. Let's kind of zoom out a little bit, and so you can see overall picture right here. We got that kind of that short to midterm higher high, right? And we got some momentum here. That gap still remaining open. Bulls, what the bulls need to do, bulls need to protect this up gap that was opened up on Friday with all their might, right? That's the level. 408, 405 is a very, very important pivot to protect if bulls want to see 430, right? And kind of challenge this down gap that was opened up or open down back in May 5th there. Obviously, if you're a bear, you've been going through really difficult times in the market in the last couple weeks. Well, need to get below 405 and need to kind of feel that down gap. I didn't mention this on Friday, but upon re-examining, here, so it's actually slightly, it has a little island reversal properties. It's not a real textbook island, but because you can see there's that down, there's here. This is where it closed on this day, and then we gap down, right? So there's that gap, down gap was that, there's a down gap. That's why that gap is actually color green today. There's a slight, island reversal just slight, just a little bit. You see right here? So you can see it, there's a down gap, there's an up gap, just a little bit right there. So I did turn that up gap from Friday into a green color, just so that we know that it has certain island reversal properties. Island gaps are going to be stronger than regular up gap. Usually I make them with like a kind of light bluish box there. Let's check out that oscillator. See if we can extract any more information. So that oscillator is curling down as expected, and it did hit the top of its band yesterday, and that's exactly what the bulls wanted to see. This is something I've been emphasizing on in the last entire week, right? So they did that, brought that oscillator all the way to the top. Now, here's what the bulls need to do. So they're dealing with the overbought condition, yes or no? Yes. And so the oscillator is curling down. So instead of bringing this oscillator all the way back down, what the bulls need to do is creating some space here, consolidating, waiting for this oscillator to kind of, reset a little bit, not letting the oscillator come all the way back down. Instead, at some point, what they want to see is this oscillator kind of going, oscillating back and forth at the top of its band. And in that process, the price could come down to 408 or so. Just keep that in mind. And then kind of getting that higher lows and higher highs, and then bring that price up to kind of fill that down gap at 430. And that's what the buyers need to do. So we kind of have to keep an eye on that oscillator. If you're a bear, you do want to bring that oscillator all the way back down to the bottom of its band. If you're a bull, you want to keep that oscillator elevated, creating some space. And so that after resting a little bit, because remember, bulls are kind of tired because they've been pushing it for a couple weeks here now after that bullish divergence setup. So they need to kind of wait a little bit, kind of correct through time here. And then when the time is right, bulls want to bring the price back up. And then in that process, the oscillator potentially get right back up to the top of this band. I'm going to come back for you. We'll reassess the situation. Enjoy your evening and go trading tomorrow.
Hey, relax. I need NOS.
No.
My car topped out at 140 miles per hour this morning.
Amateurs don't use nitrous oxide. I've seen the way you drive. You got a heavy foot. You'll blow yourself to pieces.
I need one of these. One of the big ones. But actually, let's make it two. An area I need it by tonight.